Yeah. Street. Yeah. You already know what it is, man. Yeah. Okay. They said big kill streak, I wanna be like you. Wanna walk, wanna talk, get my knee like you. Goddamn.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sean Ford, aka Big Kill Streak. You can check out my music on my other channel at Big Kill Streak, but that's only if you want to. Today, we're back with another one from Mr. Scott over at Kentucky Ballistics, but this one is crazy. I mean, are they ever not crazy, to be honest with you? Like, really, that's the question. Are the videos that Scott makes over at Kentucky Ballistics ever not something crazy? I think y'all know the answer to that. And that's why we look at his channel so often over here on Streaker Vision. I don't got a whole lot to say today, except for I probably would have recorded this earlier had I noticed the notification that he put another banger out. I'm just assuming it's a banger because it's usually a banger. But enough with the long talk. Let's get right into it. Blaine Blau. Okay, we got a skit.
What are you, like a magician or something? Yeah. And what are you, a psychic? Well, do a trick or something. Well, what kind of trick?
Hold on.
Make this longer.
I don't think we've seen this character before. Unless we have, and I just don't remember.
This guy is big, but this gun is stronger. Abracadabra, let's make it longer. Huh, whoops. Sorry about that. Who's the magician now? That's amazing.
And let's be clear, I still, to this day, I do not own a Glock. Now, I could own a Glock if I was willing to buy a used Glock, which is usually barely used, so not that big of a deal, at least from my research. But I don't necessarily want a used Glock. And I also don't want to pay a whole bunch of money for a new one, because there are weapons, as I've discussed in the past, that are just as good, if not better, than the Glock for a much lower price point. You're really just paying for the gun to say Glock on it. Now, if I'm wrong and there's some Glock boys watching that can provide me some information otherwise, then I'm more than welcome to receive it. Just put it down in the comments. Yeah.
Could you make it longer, though? This guy is big, this gun is stronger. Abracadabra, let's make it longer.
And he put a silencer on it. That's the crazy job.
How about that?
Okay, so before he does it, okay, do y'all think he's gonna one-hand it, or you think he's gonna two-hand it? I don't know. I would. If the whole slide is reciprocating, he probably can't two-hand it. So let's see.
Oh, dude, you're amazing. You are by far the greatest musician to ever live. All right. That'll be $20. I don't have any money. I said that'll be $20.
Kentucky Ballistics!
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching
What's going on,
Kentucky
Scott?
Ballistics. And this here is a Glock. And my favorite flavor of Glock is a Glock 10mm. This is a Glock 20, and this has a 4.6-inch barrel. And I absolutely love it.
Also, I've been looking into getting a Glock for probably the past year. I wanted a 10mm, but the 10mm ammo is so expensive right now, and it's crazy because when 10mm ammo was lower and more affordable, there were no affordable 10mm out. Now there's hell of affordable 10mm out, and all the ammo is expensive. But I'm gonna stop pausing.
But what I love more than the Glock 20 is the Glock 40. This has a 6-inch barrel and is chambered in 10 millimeter, and this thing is a ton of fun to shoot. But today I have something a tad bit bigger. Today I have the super duper long slide Glock. This was made by Keeling Custom. They also made the super long slide 1911, and now they have made, to my knowledge, the longest Glock to ever exist. This is a Glock 20, but it now has a 16-inch barrel, a slide cut, and it is threaded. I am very excited about this thing. I have not shot it yet. I am curious to see if it will function and what kind of velocities are we going to get out of this thing with a 16-inch barrel. So now let's go get set up and get started.
So is it technically a rifle?
Things first, we're going to take a few shots of this thing
since
and
it's
see
a
if it will
16-inch
even
barrel.
function. I am loaded up with some 200 grain 10 millimeter hard casts. Okay, let's see if it will even chamber. It does. We're off to a good start. We are 30 yards back.
That is a huge echo.
That is a very weird feeling. It's like the slide is moving in slow-mo. It's working. Oh.
I mean, it's accurate.
Wow. I am pretty impressed right now. Something this long in a semi-automatic platform, I'm really surprised that it functioned with all 15 rounds flawlessly. Does seem I'm hitting
it is a Glock
low, but that would be my only complaint right now. Well, I think this calls for a mag dump.
Imagine you get into it with him, he go, what? I'm leaving. You got it, bro. That looks fucking insane. Yo.
You just got jammed. Oh, we almost made it. Had one
on the last round, I mean,
jam, but you know what? I would still say that's
could be worse.
Pretty good. And I really like this a lot. Let's have some more fun with it, shall we? So up next, we're going to be a little bit scientific. I am very curious to see what kind of velocity increase we are getting out of this 16-inch barrel. So up next, we're going to take one shot with the Glock 20, the Glock 40, and the Glock 40,000, all over this handy-dandy device called a chronograph. This measures the speed of our bullets, and it also doubles as my Wi-Fi router. Up first is the Glock 20 10 millimeter, and I'm loaded up with a SIG 180 grain jacket.
It's hot out there. My boy done sweat through his shirt almost already.
1,148 feet per second. Okay, same ammunition, but now we are using the Glock 40, and this has a 6-inch barrel. Here we go. 1,206 feet per second. Okay, now same ammunition.
Guess it now. I'm guessing either right under or right over 2,000 feet per second. Put it in the comments. You probably won't, but still, put it in the comments.
But out of the super duper long slide Glock 10 mil, here we go. 1,295
Damn, I was
feet
way
per second.
off.
So we almost gained 100 feet per second with the long slide Glock. Now there's just one last thing to do.
Super duper
you know the
off.
drill.
Oh shit, it's watermelon time.
It's watermelon time.
I like how I feel like you can see the bullet in slow-mo.
Woo! Sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. Now, what were we doing?
Not the watermelon!
I don't know. Let's move on. So now we're going to see what happens when we hit some targets with some very high velocity 10 millimeter. So our first target is going to be pimento cheese, and these are surprisingly explosive. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this thing is threaded. So now we're going to see what happens when we shoot this thing with a 45 Ghost suppressor. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. I'm going to go for the pimento cheese in the middle first.
So with the silencer, would that make it like a 20-inch John?
Okay, that doesn't sound half bad.
Shit,
and that
almost
is
like 22 inches.
Explosive. Oh, wow. Okay, we got one more. Here we go.
Cheese. Say cheese.
That is awesome.
That joint still sounds kind of loud,
are
though.
definitely supersonic, but I don't think you'd be able to run subs in this. I don't know if it would actually cycle, but that's still pretty quiet and sounds pretty cool. Up next, we're gonna get fancy. I have 3 cans of escargot, aka dirty stinky snails. The smell of snails should pair quite well with the pimento cheese. Ah. Oh! Wow, it popped that can, and those snails were flying. Oh!
Oh yeah, it's definitely hitting low. Ew. You see the
We got
mugs?
one more. Here we go. Oh.
He sounded like a French dude for a second.
That's awful. So I don't exactly keep these snails in a suitable storage facility. It's just like a hot shed. So these little guys right here.
Oh, don't eat it, bro.
They are ripe. Yeah, take a look at that right there. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Ew.
Straight up. Peeled those cans open. That is awesome. Well, I eat the snail. You subscribe to the channel.
Is he gonna eat the gut? I think it's so nasty.
You don't have to
2 times in a row, he done put some nasty shit in his mouth. No diddy.
So next, I have some rather interesting ammunition that I'm very excited to try out in this long slide.
Mayonesa.
Our target is going to be 3 gallons
3
of
juggalettes.
mayonnaise. And the ammunition that I'm
mayonesa.
going to be using is a long lost ammunition. This is 10 millimeter RIP ammunition. About 8 years ago, these were all the rage. These are a solid copper round. They have a base plate, and then all of those little spikes you see are petals, and they're supposed to just shoot out and create multiple wound channels. I actually tested these out a long time ago, and they're not very effective, but I am curious to see what would happen with these out of a 16-inch barrel hitting mayonnaise. I'm not really sure if these are suppressor safe, so we're going unsuppressed for these. I also don't know if it will cycle again. Let's find out. I'm going to go for the one on the right first. Oh!
I mean, that looks like it worked the way it was supposed to. It didn't explode the mayo, but it looked like it kind of...
Hey, it cycled.
You know?
That's surprising. Oh, no, it didn't. It did not. All right. Next target. Oh!
Mayonnaise.
All right, I bet you didn't cycle that one either. Nope. All right, last one. I'll tell you what, let's scoot up for this one. Here we go. Oh!
He drunk. Like a barrel stuffed the mayo.
Oh, oh, oh gosh.
Oh, bro. You're making something not gross more gross.
There's a little.
Ugh.
So nasty. There is a little hole inside right there, but I don't know what that's from. Maybe that is from a pedal. Not really sure.
Bro.
Oh man, that's nasty there. Ugh. Woo! It is hot. You know what else is hot? The desert, the Sonoran Desert. And if you want to get your start in firearms technology, be sure and check out Sonoran Desert Institute. There's a link in the description down below. You know, there ain't nothing better on a hot day than mayonnaise and chili with beans. So we're going back to suppressed, and I have some ammunition that I'm very excited to try out. These are Underwood ammo, 135 grain jacketed hollow points, 10 mil. These are screaming even out of a 4-inch barrel. So I'm very curious to see what happens when we shoot them out of these super duper long slide Glock. I do not know if they will function the slide though. Here we go. Chili on the right. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
Did that hit him?
So, I just got pelted with beans. Those beans hit me so hard that I thought something had went wrong. I had a little flashback there for a second. Thought I was going to have to put a thumb in something. And for those of you who are new to the channel, a gun exploded on me. Go Google it. I feel like I should take a step
Hey, look,
backward.
man. Let me make this clear because I done told a few people IRL about this, all right? The reason I started reacting to Kentucky Ballistics videos, not only because I loved watching them, but because when I was starting my channel, I noticed that there was a content niche that hadn't been touched on yet, in that there was no creators reacting to gun content such as Kentucky Ballistics, Demolition Ranch, the Slow-Mo guys, or, you know, stuff like that. You know, gun-related content on YouTube. The only videos that I had seen that anyone had reacted to in that regard and in that realm was the actual video he just mentioned, where he shot his 50 cal sniper and it exploded. That gun exploded and pieces of it hit him in the face, the neck, all that. And the only reason he survived, according to the lore, is because where it had pierced his neck, he stuck his thumb into his neck to stop the bleeding until he got to proper, you know, care and was taken care of. So, and up until I started doing it, no one had reacted to any of his videos from my research except for that one because it was so crazy. So when I started doing it and I gained a little bit of traction. I mean, believe me, you can look at the channel and see that I'm not even touching the smallest channels right now. I'm working my way up to it. But when I was really balling and those videos were getting a lot of views because, again, there was no content of it except for what I was making at the time, slightly larger channels started to, I don't want to use the term copy or bite or whatever, but they then saw what I was doing, and they began to react to his content, you know, Brandon Herrera's content, other gun channels' content, and it was kind of disheartening and irritating because it was almost like, I mean, you know how YouTube works. They're going to send the viewers to the channels that have a little bit more viewership, and I saw my viewership start to slow down and dwindle because of it. So, I forget the point in me telling you guys that, but yeah, I thought that was funny. It's the fact that he brought it up is what reminded me. But yeah, let's get back to it.
I don't know. I'm gonna do it again. Here we go. Oh!
Damn, them beans flying. This shit.
Oh, on the nose. On the nose. It's still raining chili. These rounds are ridiculous. What the heck? All right. Last one. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh.
I mean, he is standing a little close, but I guess so he can make sure he gets a hit off of it.
Look at this. Covered in chili.
He's going to have to explain that to somebody when he gets home, too. Yeah, I've got, what's all
135 grain jagged hollow points
cans of
in
chili.
a 16-inch, 10 millimeter. It's pretty much a high energy weapon. It's like a laser beam. So up next, we are gonna shoot some eggplant because
some aubergines.
Eggplant.
Oh God! Not the eggplant.
Oh, I don't know what happened, but this thing is now cycling with the 135 grain jacketed hollow points. Those things absolutely obliterated those eggplants. Well, let's go ahead and add another disgusting target to the wonderful array that we have here now.
You tripping.
This
You
is
tripping, Scott.
And
you tripping, Scott. Spam bangs.
Quite explosive.
Spam goes off, bro. You gotta dice it up, fry it up. Spam go in.
With the 135 grain jacketed hollow points.
But see me, I like bologna and hot dogs and
pretty
shit,
darn
so
effective. Okay, let's see what happens.
maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
You ain't never had no breakfast scramble with the spam and the eggs? It goes.
Oh.
Woo. Look at that meat, boy. That meat.
There's one more on the table, but it's laying down.
Oh.
Okay. So, one of the cans came right back at me. It's kind of hard to tell where anything is right now because it's kind of a mess out here. Here's
a black man's nightmare. Look at that watermelon carnage.
I'm going to say that 135 grain jacketed hollow points out of a 10 mil though just straight up vaporize things. So, I don't know if you're aware or not, but Kentucky has a rodent infestation, and those rodents are called Furbies.
Look what they did to Furbies, yo.
Creatures to ever exist, and now we're going to see if a long slide 10 millimeter would be an effective weapon against
Furbies work for the
beast.
bourgeoisie. Why, bro? Yo, the up close fucking execution of a Furby.
Well, I got a little bit of mayonnaise on
and
my
it's
gun.
Still going.
Let's have a look at the Furby.
Oh, maybe not.
Well, I blew all the mayonnaise off of the Furby.
It's still going.
He's okay. Well, seems a long slide Glock didn't do the trick.
Oh, man. Oh. Oh, Lord. Yo, I swear bro just be wanting to make shit explode. I'm surprised he hasn't made one of these explode yet. I know he's broken them, but like... Yeah. Yeah, that joint sound like it's about to go out. Yeah. He put that stretchy joint in there. What did he... That joint probably locked everything up.
Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and give it a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also,
man, give it a like and a subscribe, man. Go over to Kentucky Ballistics, man. I always give credit where credit is due.
Also, be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt.
Go get a shirt too, man.
My name is Scott. Thank you so much.
All right, Scott. I'll see you next time, my boy.
I'll see you next time. Wait a minute. Wait, I forgot something.
There we go. See, the last video, he didn't break the table. He didn't break the table in the last video, and that messed me up because he always breaks the table. But we got another banger from Kentucky Ballistics as always. Hey man, quick little side note, man. When you come to my channel, okay, it's not that big, I understand, but this is a reaction channel, okay? When you come to my channel, you watch the videos, the reaction videos. I'm not just one of those people who's got a freeze frame or a loop or a picture where I'm just like, oh, look at that. Look at this. This is crazy, right? Oh my God. No. We're watching this together. We're reacting to it together. You're talking to me. I'm talking to you. We're having a good time here. You can have snacks. You can hit your Benjamin. Whatever you're gonna do, you feel me? Relax. Whatever. So for the haters, if I have any, maybe one or two, stay out of my comments with the whole, oh, you should make your own content, man. Blah 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 blah. If you look at my channel, I also do make my own content. In some cases, I play the game here and there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, I just wanted to throw that out there for those of y'all who support me and who are behind me. I appreciate y'all, and like and subscribe, man. Let's try to get that subscriber count up to 800. That's the next goal. I believe we're currently at about 745. If you liked it, like I said, please like and subscribe. And all I want y'all to do is have a fantastical day and night. Thank you.
Red dot on his nose, now he Rudolph. Chopper hit him, it's gonna send him to the gulag. Chopper hit him, it's gonna send him to the loading screen. Rolling green, pussy boy, you just a holding me. But this nigga keep on talking, he not showing me. Got his